I am Dr. Olabode Ajaguna, your researcher, finance and family consultant. I want to briefly appreciate the contribution of two Nigerians, Dr. Charles Apoki and Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, for their contribution to humanity and the body of Christ in general. And I want to quickly draw a little inspiration from the life of these two great men so that our audience can pick one or two things. I want to say emphatically that I score these two great men highly. They are excellent men, really. And at the end of this video, you will be privy to know why I would like to give Dr. Charles Apoki extra 1 mark. Let me start by drawing a little similarity between these great men, Dr. Charles Apoki and Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Dr. Charles Apoki is a medical doctor, a medical practitioner. He's a licensed medical practitioner, turning into a great business man. While Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is an academic doctor, cum business guru. Both of them were Nigerian. Both of them have contributed immensely to the humanity and to the body of Christ in general. Both of them love their family so much. They cherish their family. They did everything humanly possible to ensure they satisfy their family, both physically, spiritually, emotionally, and lovematically. Apart from this, these two great men have demonstrated that it is possible, based on their philosophy, that one can start it from extremely poverty level to a very great riches level. They have proved that their philosophy can work. They have proved by themselves that through their philosophy, a person can move from the level of extreme poverty to the level of great comfort. And at this junction, I want to beam my torchlight a little bit into their marital life. For Dr. Charles Apoki, I told you that they are lovers of their family. They love their family so much. Dr. Apoki loves his family so much. He loved his children so much that he gave them qualitative education, gave them very good upbringing, and he has a determination to have an international family, and he has successfully achieved this in this singular generation. Dr. Charles Apoki loved his wife so much that they started together. Don't forget, the wife is a trained nurse. It's a qualified nurse. They started together to build their family in the line of God, with the way of God. As a result of this symbiotic relationship, symbiotic is a kind of relationship where both parties gain. Their relationship is not a kind of parasitic relationship. There are many relationships today that are parasitic in nature. But both of them jointly determined to work together to jointly build an enviable family. As a result of this determination, they were determined to build a formidable business, a formidable family business. They achieved this by building a gigantic school in their area. Don't forget, women, due to their nature, they always want their men to be involved in everything. At times, they want to dominate the man decision. At times they want their own choice to prevail. At times they want their own way to be the right way. At times they want their own selection to be the best selection. At times they want their own view to be the best view. As a result of this, Dr. Charles Apoki realized early that with the way things is going, there may be conflict in the marriage. He quickly realized at the early stage that yielding always to a woman's decision may not allow him to fulfill destiny at the end of the day. He quickly realized that yielding to all the suggestion of his wife will not give him enough freedom to fulfill destiny. And this singular reason is the reason why this great man is benefiting the world at large today. So he has to put himself back a little bit. He has to lose the chain of matrimony a little bit so that he can have a little freedom to focus at other area of life. And to be able to do this successfully, he has to put his attention off the business they co-builded together, including the revenue from this business, including the yield from this business. And you know, when income is flowing in and you are not asking how much is coming in, how much have you spent? See, you have weakened a woman's power by 50%. This is exactly what Dr. Charles Apoki did to have his freedom. Having achieved this feat, he started building an empire little by little. He started building another business little by little in his own area, in his own choice area, in his own area of interest, in his own area of capability. Taking into cognizance the longevity of life, taking into cognizance the peace of mind, taking into cognizance the physiological nature of himself. Although Dr. Charles Apoki is still with the love of our beginning till today, but yet he has his freedom to decide, to carry out other assignments, and to fulfill destiny. He has a mandate to make his philosophy work, and his philosophy has worked and has benefited millions of humans as at today. On the part of Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is a victim of so many orthodox religion teaching from the beginning. So he was so engaged in the religious setting that he was so engulfed in the religious setting that all the teaching he has accumulated religiously from time immemorial concerning how to raise the family, how to be the best man, how to be the best father, how to be the best head of the family is landing clearly loud in his head. As a result of this, his first heartthrob gave him a lot of challenges. Olumide Emmanuel did everything humanly possible to make his home work, to make the family work, to ensure that peace reign in his family, to ensure that he is 100% satisfied his family, both physically, materially, and mathematically. Unfortunately, the first marriage was turbulent. It is clearly tally. The first marriage is in tandem with a Yoruba adage that said that when your stepmother is greater than you, you better call her mommy to have a peace of mind. As at that time, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is like a B2 in comparison to a trailer. That is the truth. He has to do everything human possible to satisfy the family, including becoming a cook. Chef Lube. He has to learn how to launder. He has to learn how to cook. He has to learn how to do so many things so that he can be at peace with his family. But everything is to no avail. And this man of God is completely helpless. But because Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is a man of destiny, Olumide Emmanuel is a man of destiny because God has chosen him to benefit the generation of our time, because he has a mandate to fulfill in this present world. God himself decided to deliver Dr. Olumide Emmanuel by clearly diverting the interests of these women. Technically, it was these women that take a leave from his life. And shortly after that, on a beautiful Sunday morning, while he was conducting a word round in his church, he had a face-to-face encounter with a very beautiful young woman, and the rest became history. A very beautiful woman, which is recognized today as Honorable Chief Mrs. Olumide Emmanuel. Wisdom from these two great men have successfully demonstrated that it is possible through hard work to make it. It is possible to start from crash and rise to the upper echelon. It is possible to strategize and become really, really rich and really, really great in life. They have demonstrated philosophically that a person with the right strategy and the right mentality can move from the level of extreme poverty to a great rich level. I want to briefly at this junction construct between these two men of God. While Dr. Charles Apoki is uneconomical with the truth about kingdom and prosperity, about religions and prosperity, although he benefited immensely through honorarium given to him by the church at the beginning of his life, because he confirmed this, that the honorarium received at the beginning helped him to raise his children. But despite that, he was bold enough to tell the humanity, to tell the world that giving to the kingdom is not a guarantee of prosperity. According to Dr. Charles Apoki and Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, you must have a product to take to the market. You must be able to be a good strategist, and you must master other related procedure so that you can excel in the marketplace. This is in tandem with the Bible. When you look at the religious book critically, the case of Elisha and the widow, there was a product to sell. The case of blessing of the talent, cash were released to this servant so that they can use it to trade, to earn profit. In the case of Isaac sowed and reaped bountifully. So there was an activity before that preceded reaping. And don't forget, the Bible emphasized that a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of arms, that poverty will enter like a storm. So holding this 1% truth from Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is worrisome. But we are not surprised. He's a man of God. He's a church planter. He's directly eating from the altar. So we believe he's maintaining the table manner. Don't forget, recently, when the religious settings are being on storm for founding a university that their member cannot patronize, he quickly came to the scene to rescue them, that the church can now continue to maintain this thing by themselves. So they have to make this institution to be independent. But he failed to explain why the donator to this institution will not be able to be member of this institution. Why the children of the members of this institution were not capable enough, were not financially buoyant to put their children award in this institution. To be successful, there must be a product to sell. There must be a product to take to the market. There must be other factors that you need to fulfill rather than giving only to the kingdom to the kingdom. So this truth, Dr. Charles Apoki has not kept from the humanity, and that is the reason he deserves extra 1 mark. Extra 1 mark. These two great men were excellent, but Dr. Charles Apoki deserves extra 1 mark. If you watch this video to this extent, definitely you are a lover of Nigerians. Don't forget, conception will be difficult even when other factors are okay, both physically and biologically. If it's difficult for you as a woman to achieve conception, contact me on +234 03 57 85 811. 5 minutes to diagnose your problem, 24 hours to provide solution, visible result in 3 months for 8 out of 10 women. Please note, these packages is strictly for African women for the preservation of the legacy of my mother. Thank you. I am Dr. Olabode Ajaguna, your researcher, family and finance consultant. Great.